This is one of my favorite necklaces. If you don't know what this is Moldavite. And now this has a very specific rep depending on the person, okay? You'll find people that do not like Moldavite. Okay. I had one time I was working in a restaurant and I was wearing this necklace and I came into work and this other girl, right, we were expoing. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically like you sit at the window where like the food comes out and you put it on either like trays. I usually would do takeout expo, so I would put like all the food in the containers, and I would put them in like the respective piles. But so I'm sitting there and I'm working, right? And I'm working, and she's right next to me, and I had it like on the outside of my uniform, and she goes, "Oh, what is that? It's so pretty." And I was like, "Oh, it's Moldavite." And I kid you not, she goes, "Oh, get that away from me." And I was like, okay. Honestly, I don't even know if she was joking or not. It was kind of half joke, half not joke. But I get it. Not for everybody. On another side note, my ears a bit bugging me. So like, I have my seconds, but they're two different earrings. I'm not very good at cleaning my piercings, so they're a little bad. I also shower with them in, which is not something you're supposed to do, but you see that? Ugh. I should probably clean them. Maybe I should just stop taking a shower with them in. But it was bugging me that they were two different ones. Wow, that's kind of gross. But yeah, I don't know. Some people like Moldavite, some people don't. There we go, I got it. So I'm changing them, because they've been bugging me. I also shaved my hair today because I took a shower. Well, not all of it, obviously, but my sides, and it was so satisfying because I hadn't shaved them in like a week, so now they're kind of like this. But they weren't like that. There was a lot of hair. And now they're matching. Wow. See? I feel like this is probably just my fit. Just this. I've been working out, can you tell? That's kind of sad. Oh, look at my arm. Bam. Bam. Shoes. Man, my hair is so frizzy today. Look at this. This is what I get for putting all my stuff in late. Usually has more curls. I gotta figure out how to do my hair because this is... Look at how bad it is. Oh my god. Oh well. Also, for my birthday, well, first of all, the shoes, right? These are for my sibling, right? For my birthday. They also did my hair. And it was purple. It's kind of coming out though. I'm gonna have to go in and get it touched up, but I kind of like it. It's like a brassy kind of color now. But yeah. I was also just reminded because I came out to the car and I got my car keys. Look at how cute it is. I got this at a boba shop. And I was shocked because like this is only like $5, right? Which I think is fair, right? But the boba place that we got it from, they were literally just all like out on like, it was just a table in front of like the cash register. And it was pretty much basically just like trust. It was basically just off of trust. Like you were able to like Venmo the person that made them. And I thought it was so cute because there was a couple of other like trinkets. Like they had like phone charms. There was other ones of these. Like my boyfriend got one. And his is a little dinosaur and it looks so goofy, but I love, like, this was the last mushroom one. He's a little watermelon, and I love it. But there was, like, a dinosaur. I think there was a little bunny. They had, like, peeps for, like, Easter that were all done. There was little charms. Like, they were so flippin' cute. Like, I could have gotten all of them, but I chose this one. So, he's a part of my keys now, which I always have so much stuff on this. I just put this back on. It's Victoria's Secret. It's kind of messy. It has like a whole bunch of hair on it. I've had it for a while, but I usually have a ton of stuff on this, and for a while I was just carrying my keys because this gets so heavy that stuff just starts falling off, right? Like, this all starts bending and coming off. But I decided to put this one back on because this is pretty sturdy. And I was like, I have a little guy on my keychain now, so I can just squish him. I'm obsessed with him, and I thank the person that made this because this is so flipping cute. I love, like, little crochet things like this. I don't have, like, any, I don't think, but I saw this and I was like, oh, I want it. But yeah, courtesy of my boyfriend, he's the one that bought it, so thank you, I love you. So I'm, like, so excited for this year. It's just, I got a lot of stuff going on, okay? I'm very excited about things. And I've been getting stuff, like, kind of set up to go and do things, because one of the things that has been bugging me is that I feel like I'm not getting out as much. Like, I haven't been able to, like, do too many things because of money or, like, work or things like that, right? And I feel like I've just been making excuses for a lot of stuff. But I feel like I've been making excuses for a lot of stuff, and I'm so excited for this year, right? And I just randomly remembered, I got a story time. So me and my family, we used to go up to Minnesota a lot because we had family up there, and we had a cabin, right? And we'd go pretty often, depending on, like, the year. Usually we do it almost, like, it was almost every summer, right? And I was remembering this one time. I was an outdoorsy kid, okay? I was outdoors a lot. I like playing outside. I was always going crazy at recess, right? Like, it was the whole thing, right? So when we were in Minnesota, I was always outside. And because we had a cabin, we had it right on, like, the Mississippi River. And we would swim all the time out there. Well, if you don't know, you can swim in that water, like, it's fine. You just have to be very careful, especially when walking around, like, the brush and stuff, because sometimes you can find bugs, or, like, they had a lot of mosquitoes. I remember mosquitoes being crazy, and they specifically, I can't remember the name of it. I don't think mayfly is the right term, but they were, like, these huge winged insects that would, like, just come out at night, and they would, like, flood the windows. Like, they were crazy. Anyways, well, it was a nice summer day in Minnesota. I don't remember how old I was. Probably like 10. I don't know. 10 or so. I'm probably really wrong, but anyways, about 10. And I come back inside from playing outside, and I had to go to the bathroom, right? And I'm in the bathroom, and I lift up, like, I think I had, like, lifted up my shirt or something, and there was something on my stomach, and I froze, like, freaking out, right? I am terrified of, like, spiders, and that's what I thought it was. And immediately my little head, which, by the way, I used to watch, like, exclusively Animal Planet at this time, so I knew about some pretty scary insects and stuff. And, basically, I thought it was a spider. I thought a spider had bit me, and I thought I was gonna die. Like, I literally, my little head, okay, I started freaking out, okay? So I take it, I took it between my two, like, these two fingers. I took it by its belly. I cannot believe I did this, because honestly, I was such a scaredy cat. I can't believe I even touched it. But I grabbed it, and I pulled it off of me, and I threw it on the floor. I literally washed my hands, right? I come out of the bathroom, and I just start crying. Like, I start just bawling. And my parents start, like, they're like, what's wrong? Like, what's going on? And, my aunts and uncles that were there were like, oh my god, what's going on? And I was like, there was something on me, and it was like, and I was freaking out. They go, okay, is it, like, where is it? What happened to it? What'd you do? And I was like, I threw it down in the bathroom, as I'm, like, crying, right? And, my parents go to the bathroom to see what it is, and they tell me, okay, it's not a spider, it's a tick. And if you don't know what a tick is, they're, like, insects that will, like, they bite you, and they hold on, and they drink your blood, basically. Which also, by the way, you're not supposed to pull ticks off, at least not the way I'm supposed to, because the head can come off, and then or they're like pinchers will come off, and that can cause infection, right? Thankfully, I don't know how I did it, but when I pulled it off, it was like clean, okay? I cleanly pulled it off, so the whole thing came off. So I remember being like, am I gonna die? And they were like, no, you're not gonna die. We have to make sure though that there's no other ones. So traumatized me, who's already freaking out about this whole situation. My parents, the cabin that we were staying in, the cabin that we had, there was very few rooms, so some of us would have to sleep either on like the couch in the living room, or they would have to sleep like in the loft area, which is where the kids usually were. So my parents at the time, they didn't have like an enclosed space, and they took me into the kitchen, which had like a wall, and they kind of body blocked me, and then they just took off my clothes in the middle of this kitchen, right? My aunts and uncles, right, they went somewhere else, but I was freaking out. Thankfully, there was no other ticks. But I will say, I think for like the rest of that trip, I was so scared of getting in the water and like walking around. And it just randomly, I don't know, that memory just randomly came back, so. I don't know. If you have a tick, don't pull it off like I did. I don't know. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, you too. The goods have been secured. I've literally not had anything for breakfast, and I know it's bad. Especially because I just got coffee, so I know I'm gonna get shaky, okay? But I promise I'll eat. I promise. I gotta, you know? Like, when I leave the house, okay, and I do chores, I feel like I deserve a treat. Yeah, I'm like so flippin' excited for a lot of stuff this year. I had a whole bunch of plans, okay? I got 2 concerts I would like to go to this year. One of them was a Hoser concert. Another one is a Sleep Token concert, okay? I'm gonna be probably going camping with my family fairly soon in like June, July. It's like July. Me and my boyfriend, we're gonna go somewhere. I'm like so excited. I actually get stuff to do. It makes me very happy, and it kind of reminds me of a lot of like my childhood vacations. And I was thinking about a lot of them. Like, we've gone to Florida a couple of times, and Texas a couple of times, and California. So like those 3 are pretty much like the ones we go to. If we go to like an actual like full-on vacation, the one for Minnesota, that's more like a family kind of like get-together thing. Although I don't think we are doing that anymore, because I'm pretty sure that cabin was sold. So we've been getting to go a lot more on vacations and things like that, and it's been making me super happy. And last year we did a couple of things too, but last year was just so hectic, and it was also just like I was not very well mentally. So I'm very excited to kind of get to do a lot of stuff this year, especially with the people that like I care about and I love, right? And I'm just hoping that I don't get another like tick or something. Yeah, I'm very excited. So, and I honestly think that like I feel like, especially for me specifically, I put a lot of excuses on the things that I want to do for one reason or another, right? And most of the time it's because of money. And I just kind of, you know, at some point it just kind of becomes tiring, and there are like times where I'm just like, you know what? Whatever, okay? I'm gonna do what I want to do because I want to live right now, and I want to have fun and get to experience things. And so like I'm very excited to like get to go and do and be silly goofy in other places. So today's good. It's crazy, okay? Last week was my birthday. The whole week was cold. This week, when I'm going to be going back to work tomorrow, it's like 60, 70 degrees, like all week. And I'm like, I work indoors, like, for like 12 hours a day. I don't see the outside. very excited for all of the new things coming in this year. And I encourage, like, if there's anything that you want to do, if you can find a way to make it work, do it. Because I feel like excuses tend to kind of, ruin a lot of that fun of like, oh, I don't have the time to, I don't have the money to, nobody else wants to go with me, and that can be very scary because I've never done anything like that by myself or like travel or anything. But if it's something that that whoever's watching this would like to do it. If you could find the means, why not, Life is short and also somehow long. Doesn't make much sense, but it is. But I think it makes a lot of sense to just be able to enjoy it the way we want to. And yeah, which is why I go and get drinks. I don't know, this is living to me? Sure. That like specifically I've been wanting to do, and like that kind of help make me mentally stable. But seriously, I've been kind of thinking of ways that will help like just make it more okay for me to be just at home and like not doing too much. So like one of the things is I just kind of listen to what my head like thinks about, which, oh my god, can you believe that? But like mostly just like right now I am watching a Minecraft series because when I was younger, okay, like I was obsessed with Minecraft YouTubers, okay? Like a lot of different people. This is iHasCupquake. And like I watched the entirety of the first Oasis series that she made. And now I'm watching the Enchanted one. But I was just like, it's kind of like that childhood thing. Like, I don't know, it just kind of heals my inner child to be able to just kind of watch these videos and enjoy it as just like, I can just watch it. Like, I'm sitting here eating food, and like, today I'm just pretty much getting chores done and finishing things, and I'm just like, having a good time, I guess. Where's my baby? Yeah? You need a bath. You're so dirty. Look at you. Does anybody ever just like flop on their bed? I just flopped on my bed. It's been one of those. I'm getting my chores done today. Pretty much done. But it's a nice day outside today. So I was like, I go back to work tomorrow. I always kind of get my chores done the day before usually when I go back into work. Because I like to have everything sorted, so very productive morning. But I think that this is going to be a good year, and I'm really excited. A lot of memories coming back up, just thinking a lot about stuff and doing things that make me happy, I think is a really important thing. I feel like more people, like, don't forget that you can do small things to kind of elevate your day-to-day life, right? I have like kind of a little routine, and I also just kind of do the things that I enjoy doing on my days off, and I think it really helps. So, and I feel good. I feel real good. So, but yeah, I think that does it for me. I hope you have a good day, and honestly, just a good week. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye.